Hello, my name is Toby, and welcome to Dungeon Dashers. This is a cool early access game on Steam. It's a dungeon exploring game, turn-based, grid-based as well, so you move one square at a time. The music's a bit loud at the moment. I'll change that when we get into game. So basically it's about this world that's a realm that's basically surrounded by these big black mountains, and there's only one way through, which is through this dungeon, the Passage of Rubicon. And there are 4 explorers. There's a wizard, a ranger, a thief and a fighter. And they all venture into the cave. No one who enters the cave ever comes out, so they don't know if people go in there and die or if they get out on the other side and just live a better life. So that's kind of the story to it, from what I gather anyway. And this is their story. So as I said, this is an early access game, so it's not finished yet, but I think it's pretty cool so far from what I played. I played about 5 minutes of it just to test how it plays. So we start off, I think this is the thief character we got here. Can't look at any stats yet, so basically moving around with the arrow keys and move one square at a time. And when there's no enemies around, you can walk around basically as much as you like. You've got unlimited turns. Pick up some gold, so you just walk into the crates to break them. And I actually really like the way that the characters walk as well. There's not much animation. You know, I think it's simple and I like it. So basically this character has got a special move where he can blink, a bit like in Dishonored or other isometric MMOs. So basically you just press Q and anywhere on the arrows, that's the direction that you can blink. And the money sort of gets magnetised towards your body, kind of like in Ratchet and Clank, I guess, like with the bolts. So you don't have to worry too much about picking up any gold that you miss. So here we come to some stones, and you can't actually blink through stones, and you don't know what's on the other side of that door anyway. So now the attention changes to the fighter. He's after the wizard scum. So here's our first encounter. I like the fact that it's not no music at the moment. Sort of just a bit of a background atmosphere going on, some ambient sounds. So here we go into our first battle. So as you can see in the bottom right, you've got the blue bar and the red bar. The red bar is your health, and the blue bar is the amount of AP you've got, or the points that you've got to spend. So every time you move one, you spend a point. So if I just walk into the enemies, you attack them. So I've got 9 points left, so let's see if I can take these both out. See, I ran out of points there, so nice. So hopefully the enemies don't do too much damage, but you basically got to strategize and choose how much you're going to move, and if you're going to try and get yourself in a position where the enemies can't reach you by the time you end your turn. So the fighter, as you can see, can smash through boulders, so that's awesome. So now we've got a bit of music coming in, so I like the fact that it's not constant. And he runs in one direction until it hits a solid object or a wall. So now they join forces. You can press the enter button to change character, and again you can move unlimited. So here's our first basic puzzle. I like the banter that they've got going on as well. So now we've unlocked the gate. What do I do? I don't know how to cancel a blink. Once you press the Q button, I don't know how to cancel that. So. Let's see if I can change this. There is an options menu to change the music, but I can't work out how to access it right now. Hopefully it's not too loud for my voice anyway. Alright, so now we've got another encounter. I'm pretty sure we can take these out with the knight. Those cowardly bats just run away into the corners. So they kind of run up to you, attack you, and then run away. I don't know if your characters get experience or not killing enemies, so I assume they would, but... There we go, that's the first tutorial finished. And now we're moving on to the other characters. So I like the wizard quite a lot because he's got a fireball that he can shoot. I keep pressing the enter button instead of the Q button. Basically you can fire a fireball at the enemies. You don't have to be up close to fight them. So if you're playing on your own without any of the other ones, I guess the enter button skips your turn. So the wizard can open doors with the blue flames. I'm guessing this is the wizard that the other characters saw with the blue robes anyway. So now we've got the ranger or elf. So this is very sort of atypical D&D characters. So both of these characters are kind of your ranged attackers, and the elf has got a bow and arrow, and the wizard has got his spells. So here we've got another encounter. So every time you attack, you use AP. So you want to be careful about how much of that you're using. Nice. So you have to be within line of sight to do any damage or to actually hit the enemies. So there's a bit of gold over there, but there's no way of getting that. Oh, what's gone on? I froze for a second then, he wouldn't move. That's strange. Okay, so let's change back to the ranger. Hit the bell, open the door. You can pause the video to read the text. I've already read it in the... Like I said before, I played it for a few minutes. I've got to get used to the enter button switching characters. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, when you step on those, other characters just walk straight to you. Gotta pick up that gold. Don't leave the gold behind. Sweet, right. Switch back to the ranger. I'm gonna call her a ranger, whether it's a elf or whatever. You know, it's a ranger to me. So at the moment the puzzles are fairly basic, but I'm assuming that they're gonna ramp up eventually. I mean, this is only the very first stage of the game. Alright, so now we finish this, we get the end of level screen come up. So what I forgot to do before was customise characters. So you can see that they've got new skills. So the knight or the fighter has got 2 skills now. He's got his running one and this cleave one here. I'm guessing that's an attacking skill. And the so we've got an ice spell as well as a fire spell now. So that's awesome.